I'm Ramses, and welcome back to another edition of Ramsis Retro Longplays. We're back again, and this is probably again the last episode of this playthrough of Amiga Civilization Warlord America Unearthed map. I think we are reaching the end point here. Russia is pretty much done. I don't see how they can survive this. We already got Moscow. We're moving in on the last city, which I guess is Leningrad, if that's what they called it in the game. I forgot what the cities were, but I think Leningrad was one of them. And yeah, that's gonna be it. We got Kiev, we got Moscow, and now we're moving in on final city or two. It could be another city, but I think this is gonna be it. So thank you all for joining me for this long playthrough. It's been a lot of fun. We will be doing a lot more civilization stuff now that I'm back into the feel of things. Let's put it that way. And I was able to get through this one. I think it'll go a lot better the next time around. And not that this went bad, it took a little longer than it should have. I mean, 1920, I could beat this game in the 1800s usually, probably even 1700s if I tried, but that's alright. It's not a race, it's a marathon, and we're getting there. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see. Join us here. Join us at Ramsis Retro Reviews, the channel that this is spun off from. We want to see you there. 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Lots of fun ahead. Thank you, everybody, for the feedback and joining us. Here we go again. Let's see if we can finally beat this game. Alright. We're gonna wait. What we're gonna do is rename Moscow. Yes, so what type of name should Moscow have? Let's see. Here we go. We're back in. Double click Moscow. Alright, so let's see. What else haven't we done that's a lot of fun on our show? Well, Spooktober. And you know what Spooktober is, folks? That is what we call our Halloween month, October. Everything we do in October is Spooktober related because we're retro. So you can't just call it Halloween, or you gotta call it a funny name like Spooktober. Yeah, we have to get like a funny retro name. So every show we do in October is always Halloween theme, and we call it our Spooktober episodes, and we've been doing it for every season. So yeah, if you like Halloween stuff, absolutely check us out in Ramsis Retro Reviews. I think you will like what you see. So in honor of our Spooktober celebrations, I will name this city Spooktober. Alright, and now where were we? Oh yes, we're searching for the last few cities. Now, it's obvious that they build very close by. Now, I don't know if this is unique to the Amiga version. I don't know if this was patched. I don't know the longs and the shorts of it, but I do know that in later Civilization games that doesn't happen really, where, and I don't mean the sequels, I mean later Civilization 1 games. In the sequels, it does get very bad like that, but I'm talking about Civilization 1 games. I don't remember them building right on top like that, so I think it got better in later versions of Civilization 1, but I might be wrong. But either way, we have to search nearby the cities now because they do overlap and will build anywhere in this version. So, let's look around Moscow. Alright, nothing there. Alright, let's check on this city. Now, we're really not going to have to build anything else. We're in the end game here, so we can just sort of have fun. So let's click around. There we go. Much better. So, that was effective. I think we'll go for the mountain too. Might as well. Alright, let's keep searching. And searching. Cannon up here. Keep searching with you. Oh, there we go. We found it. Minsk. That might not be the last city though. Like I said, I think it's Leningrad, but I don't remember. But Minsk is definitely a Russian city. So they want to speak to us. I love how they're all, oh, we're going to war, and we don't like you, and now they're down to one city, and they're like, oh, please, Mr. America, no, Ramsey. Well, no is the right word, because no, we are not going to speak. Okay. I guess the question is, did we build a tank here? No, but can we sentry it here? You know, I think we're going to send it out. Why not? Let's keep exploring in case there's another city. Let me check. Yeah, we're good there. So that was fixed. Okay. And keep going. You know what the sad thing is? This Destroy Me city just won't die. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The city's too good. So I think we're not going to destroy me anymore. We're just going to bop. We're just going to change. Forget that. We're stuck with the city. We have plenty of room down here. We just have to ignore everything up here. That's how it's gonna be. Whatever. We're stuck with Destroy Me. And that being the case, we're gonna change Destroy Me. Make it something more worthy. Now we have Married with Children right above it. Does everyone remember what our other Christmas holiday episode was in that season? I believe that was season 3. We did all those holiday specials. Does everyone remember what we did along with the Married Children episode? I believe that was season 2. Season 3, well, if we get there, I'll tell you what we did for season 3. But season 2, we actually did Family Ties Christmas, yes. And the eye is a little sticky on the Amiga for some reason. Family Ties Christmas episode, that's right. So we'll call that. We have Married Children, Family Ties. We did both of those episodes 1 year, so might as well be sister cities, right? Alright, so they're stuck in Africa still. Oh, RF2 HTML, yeah, I'm real worried about them stuck down there. Ah, okay. Mings decided to throw a militia at a tank. Oh, okay. Suicidal much? Alright, so we got the library, and that helps. Again, we're not going to need technology anymore, but whatever. Alright, so what else do we want? Alright, we can't get any of that. We'll go factory. Already have the aqueduct. Right? I should tell you before we end this game, because I didn't mention this yet. It's good to go over the screen. I talked about everything over here. What about over here? What do these red dots mean? You're probably wondering. So this is everything we've built. All the buildings you build in any city, including Wonders, they all show up here. Now, what do these red circles mean? Well, when you're running low on money or when you don't need a building really and it's costing too much, you push the red circle and you'll get money back for selling it. Like if you click, I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to accidentally do something, but it'll say sell for like 60 gold and you'll be like, yes. And then you get 60 gold and the building's gone. So pretty much you're salvaging the building to get a quick cash payoff, and it also removes the effects of the building. Say you don't like what it's doing, or you know your city's growing too fast, so you want to get rid of the aqueduct. That way, it won't grow over a certain level. You know, things like that. You can decide, hey, let's get rid of it, or we need money. We're just gonna make a quick sale. So that's what that side does. Just thought you guys should know because I didn't really explain it. Before we go into Minsk, let's look around here. See if there's anything else we can find around. This might be the end of the game once we destroy Minsk. Alright, so what do we have here? Alright, we gotta sort of connect the Contra City. Like I said, I think the game's about over anyway, but hey. Do it, we'll connect Contra City here. Got rid of all the pollution, that's why it's now a brown circle. There's probably 1 or 2 patches left somewhere, or all the cities are producing it, but when you get rid of the field levels, this will go down. When it turns yellow, that means it's getting bad, and then when it turns red, I think it's the worst. But brown is pretty safe levels right now. Alright, we'll put a road on the money, why not? Let's clear out all this, see if there's anything there, no. We'll head up. So we're pretty much in Asia now, we're like on the China coast there. Push M for mining. Alright, I think it is time to see what happens. Let's go for Minx. And there we go. I think that's the end of the game. So we blew up the city, and yeah, the Russia city. I mean, imagine that happening in real life. You like walk into the city and you just send some troops in, and you hear like an explosion. The whole city just vanishes off the face of the earth. I mean, I don't know. I mean, even nowadays when we have war, cities are like bombed and wrecked, but they're not like quote unquote destroyed like that. But I guess in the old days things were different. I mean, you see that in the movies all the time when the barbarians and the Vikings went through and the whole city's ravaged. So I guess it could happen. But anyway, that should be the end of the game. Russian civilization destroyed Americas. 1921. We have 13 million folks. Let's see what happens when we push the button. There we go. We get our final castle improvement. Now, we have the castle fully upgraded except for the side walls, but this is our last one, so I want to do something different. I think we'll do the front wall. We'll make our front entrance number 4, the last version of it. So that'll be in honor of us winning. There you go. We got the final version of the castle now, or palace. It has the windows. It has the moss. We got the nice trees. So that will be our final version of the castle now that the game is over. Oh, okay. Thank you for a wonderful palace. That looks great. I'll remember it always, and let's go. There we go. Okay, that's the end of the game. So this is what you get when you do exactly what I did. You destroy every civilization and city on the map, which is one of the ways to win it. And maybe I'll show you the other way on a different version of Civilization 1, because that's fun to do also. That one, you gotta get to a better start, though, because you gotta get a lot of cities going. Destroy every civilization. We did it. This is what you get. Your civilization has conquered the entire planet. So worldwide domination. We are the only civilization left in the entire world. We won. Huzzah in 1922. Let's push the button and see what happens. There you go. 1752. 1903. 1908. 1913. 1921. There we go. Last time we get to hear that theme, at least in this version. There you go. This is what you get. You get to see the pictures one last time. You get to hear their theme. You get to find out what year they destroyed them. They go on the wall of shame or the wall of defeat, whatever you want to call this. And then you get a message, the entire world hails, and then the name you use and the conquerors. And that's what you get. So it's a cool ending. Rare. This is like an old school game. This is cool that they were able to come up with an ending. Not every game, I mean, we take it for granted. Not every game has a cool ending. This is fun. It's satisfying. You feel like you did something. All right, let's push the button and see what happens next. All right, so this is, it always gets messed up. This happens in every game where the graph is just so crazy because you did so well. But yes, we're the Americans and we pretty much went through the roof is what happened there. So that's why the graph is all messed up. We are so far ahead of them that it's like it's hard to even put on the scale. They had like one city left around this time, and you know they were doing amazing. So yeah, the graph just went crazy, and then it just all crashes right there at the same time. So it is not as glitchy on other versions of it. On the Amiga one, this tends to happen on some, and the PC ones too. It gets messed up. It's not a very well programmed thing, but before you get to 1850, you can see how everything was going here. America was on the rise. Everyone was pretty even around 4000 BC, and then we just started to go up and up and up. And this is pretty much a balance of how's your technology doing, how many cities do you have, how many units. So they take a lot of stuff into the equation. And then as you start to lose all that, your money, your cities, and your technology doesn't go, then you start to move down, 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 and then when you're defeated, you go right off the graph. So, yep, kind of cool that they did this. So what do we have? The Russians, Babylonians, Germans, Egyptians, Americans, and English. Yep, that's the 6. Alright, so now you get the option of a replay. And this, too, is a Civilization staple. And now, do you want the quick replay? We'll try that. Let's see how fast that goes. Here it goes. Alright, so now this one tells you what city it was. It shows you where it was. And you can see that the competitions are pretty good here. There they go. Okay, yeah. See, Russia was alright for a while, but then they got pushed back a little bit. But then they started to take over. Germany was ahead for a while. And then we just moved into England. Remember that? We took them, and then we started to take Europe. Then we stopped the Germans. We randomly found that city, which was hilarious. And barbarians even took a city, which is hilarious. Yeah, and then we just little by little just kept picking them away, little by little, take them. Till that was it. And that was, yeah, that was our fun replay. So nope, now we don't need a replay. We have it on record. You can watch it as many times as you want. It's fun. That is the satisfying part of this, where you can see how it all played out. Even if you lose, it's still fun to see, gee, what happened, and to see everything. So it's sort of a Civilization staple where you get that fun replay. And of course, it gets better and better with the later editions and everything, where they add more graphics and abilities and feedback and etc. etc. All right, so no replay needed. So now you get the Civilization score. So this is how we did. It tells you what your title was. We were a republic. So we were Republic of the Americans, president, because we were a republic in 1922. We had 314 of those icons. That's not the population, but remember, each city has a certain amount of people standing there. So we had 314 of those in total. And then we had 280 points worth of achievements. So every wonder we were able to get in a city equals, X amount of points. And we got 280 of that. And don't forget, they count cities that you took over. They count ones you built. Ones that are destroyed don't count, obviously. So these are only ones that are existing. Pollution was -10. That means we missed pollution squares somewhere on the map. Nothing we could do about that. So we lost 10 points. But overall, we got 1,056, which I think is pretty good. I don't remember what's good or bad. I know it's not great. The higher the level and the quicker you win the game, the higher the score. So it probably goes like 10,000 and you can be really good. I don't think 1,000 is a great score, but I think 1,000 for level 2 is a fine score. It is what it is. Let's see what happens when you push the button again. There you go. Yeah, it is pretty good, actually. So, the funny thing is, this is a dated game. Now, you're probably going to notice, oh, these names are great. We got Charles de Gaulle. For winning on level 2, 42% is not bad at all. I mean, that's pretty good. You want 50%, but, 42, level 2, that's a pretty respectable score. Because I know a lot of times, when I first started playing this, I'd be all the way in the bottom, even if you win the game. So, winning the game again, that score, that's pretty good. Now, like I said, this is an old game, so you'll recognize people. These are all world leaders. Not the greatest world leaders, but as you move up, they get better and better and better. It goes from Nero to Marcos to Chamberlain. Now, look at that name on the bottom. That just shows how dated this game is. Dan Quayle was, as you know, or hopefully know if you're retro like us, the vice president of George Bush, the first George Bush, and he was known for not being the smartest of men, and like he couldn't even spell the word potato. He put an E on the end of it, which is like the biggest gag that he was associated with, that he was trying to help them spell in class, and he put an E, and everyone was laughing at him. He didn't get what he did wrong. So, Dan Quayle, that's the joke here. So if you do the worst, you are a Dan Quayle, but I like that little joke. And they sort of threw that in later editions as a nod to the gag in this one. But anyway, we got Charles de Gaulle, which I'm pretty happy with. And then after that, what happens is, I believe it just goes back to the main screen, and we're done. Yeah. So, that was Sid Meier's Civilization on the Amiga. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. This has been a blast. This was a lot of fun. This went better than I could have hoped. I'm very happy with the results in this game. I am hoping that you guys enjoyed the Amiga version as much as I did. To me, it was the best version. Yes, it's not without its issues. Some of the things are a little laggy. I mean, there was a lot of problems with this edition, and it was 4 discs. That was annoying also. But it still is the creme de la creme of versions. They got as much as they can out of this Amiga system, and that they got this game working so well in this system, I think is a credit to the Civilization team, the Microprose team. They did a great job with this game. We will look at other Civilization 1 versions, absolutely. But this is the one I wanted to start with because this was the one I grew up with. This was my favorite version. I must have played for years and years this one version before I finally got to Civilization 2. And then I played that for years and years, etc., etc. And the cycle just kept repeating. So, thank you so much. This has been great. I did well. In 1922, I'm not going to say it was the best. It's definitely not. Most people could probably win this game on level 2 in 1700s or even BC times, probably. They could have just sped right over there on a boat and just used chariots to win it. But I wanted to start it out. I wanted to show everything also. And I was having fun. Sometimes when you play a game like this, you're not like, oh, I want to beat this in 2 turns. Sometimes it's like, you just want to experience it. You want to build things. You want to enjoy the whole feel of the game again. You want to get back into it. That's the way I play games. Everyone has their own style, and I'm sorry if you wanted a 2-video series of this. I wanted to just see, can I have fun, and then take over when I'm able to. That was it. That's the way I play Civilization. Not going for 100%. I'm just going for a fun experience and then saying, haha, I won. I definitely want to hear it. What are your memories of this game? What did you suggest? What did you like about it? What did you feel could have been better? Do you have any opinion on the Amiga version? Would you like to see me play a specific version of it? Anything, whatever you want to say. Feedback's always welcome. Just don't be too hard on me. All the themes were great and the graphics were improved. We might look at the AGA version. That's like the even graphically better version on the Amiga. We might look at that one too, actually. I never owned it. I didn't have AGA compatible Amiga. I had just a regular version like this one, but I might look at the AGA. I hear that one's a little improved. It's pretty much the same game, just graphically more impressive and a little faster. But anyway, that is going to end it here. Yeah, we've reached the end finally. It took a while there, and thank you everyone for sticking through this. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And we'll be back for a lot more. We're going to do more Civilization. We're going to do some other games. We'll do NES. We'll do some more computer stuff. We'll do Super Nintendo, Genesis even. We'll go all the way up to PlayStation 1, even PlayStation 2 if it fits the retro period. We try to keep to early 2000s, so some PS2 stuff will fit. Yep. I'm open to suggestions. Let me know what you guys want to see me do as a long playthrough. Not everything's going to be, like 20 episodes like this. Some things will be 3 episodes, 2 episodes, depending how long, but Retro Long Play is the theme, however long that takes, and it will be split into episodes. I'm not just going to do one video playthroughs. That's the only requirement here. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Thank you, everybody, and that's everybody, for your feedback, for joining me on this, for the adventure. I hope it was as much fun for you as it was for me reliving Sid Meier's Civilization on the Amiga. I can't remember when I had so much fun again, it was just like being a kid again, and that's what these games are all about, looking back at. And we'll see you all next time on Ramsis Retro Longplays, where we'll definitely do something else. And check us out on Vesper's Retro Reviews, where retro is alive and well and not going anywhere anytime soon. And don't forget, that is the channel this is all spun off from, so we hope to see you there as well. Take care, everybody, and goodbye. Take care, everybody, and sadly, that's it. Goodbye for now. We'll do some more later. Take care, everybody.